Hey, Rihanna. Tomorrow we're going to my parents' house to formally announce our engagement. Make sure you book our flight tickets, okay?
Wait, what? Tomorrow? We just got engaged yesterday. Isn't that a little too soon?
Earlier's better. My parents have been bugging me for ages, asking when I'm finally gonna settle down. I want to give them peace of mind, you know? It'll make them happy.
I get that. Really, I do. But asking me to fly out tomorrow in the middle of the week? I have work, Darren. I can't just drop everything on a whim.
Then take the day off. What's the big deal? You're gonna quit your job once we're married anyway, right? You'll be a housewife, so what's one day off now?
Excuse me? Since when did I say I was quitting my job?
Isn't it obvious? My wife doesn't need to work. My family runs a company, and I'm set to inherit the business. I'll be the future CEO. You'll be by my side, supporting me like a proper wife should.
Darren, I don't think you understand. I worked hard to land my job. I've finally gotten into the flow. I love what I do, and I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm not just going to throw all that away.
That won't fly with my parents. No way in hell will they accept a career woman as their daughter-in-law. They expect their son's wife to be graceful, dedicated, and available. The kind of woman who puts family first, especially my family.
I didn't realize you and your family had such strict expectations. You never told me any of this before. I thought you liked that I was independent.
Sure, I like it for now, but we're talking about marriage here. It's not about what you want anymore. It's about what's best for us. And what's best is that you focus on being the kind of wife my parents approve of.
This is a lot to take in.
Anyway, make sure you dress properly tomorrow. My parents are super uptight about manners and appearances. No jeans, no casual wear. Got it? And bring a decent gift. You're meeting the people who raised a future CEO, after all. Don't embarrass me.
Okay. I guess I'll use my vacation day and make sure I'm ready.
Oh, and one more thing. My mom was really fond of my ex-girlfriend. Like, really fond. So you'll have to do your best to impress her. If you don't measure up, she might not even bless the marriage. No pressure, though.
What? Your ex?
Yeah, I thought I told you about her. She was a real beauty. Won a few pageants back in college. Graceful, charming, always smiling. Knew all the right things to say. My mom absolutely adored her.
I see.
They got along so well, like best friends. My parents were already planning the wedding in their heads. I still remember when we broke up, my mom cried for days. She kept saying she was the perfect one. Why did you let her go? It was kind of dramatic, honestly.
I had no idea she meant that much to them.
Yeah, it's a tough act to follow, but hey, you've got your strengths. You're serious, you keep things tidy, and you're pretty good in the kitchen. That's gotta count for something, right?
Thanks, I guess.
I mean, let's be real here. You're definitely not as stunning as my ex, but if you work hard, maybe my parents will warm up to you. Just don't screw up, okay? We've come very... You think it's okay to skip the formal introduction to my parents with just a little excuse? Get to the station, now! I'm not playing games!
I told you I was in an accident. Didn't you get my message? I've been admitted to the hospital. I can't come today. I physically can't.
Hospital? What the hell for? You fell, that's it! Why are you making this into some kind of big dramatic event?
I didn't just fall. I tripped down the station stairs and fell all the way to the bottom. I broke both legs, Darren. This isn't a minor injury. I'm not just being dramatic.
What the hell is wrong with you? Today of all days? You stupid woman!
An elderly woman was struggling with a heavy bag in front of me. The station was packed and someone bumped into her. She lost her balance and I just reacted. I moved to catch her before she could fall. Instead, I took the brunt of it and tumbled down myself.
What? Are you serious right now? You risked everything for some random old hag? She's not even family. Why would you throw your life away for someone you don't know?
Because she needed help. Because no one else moved. Because she was helpless and scared and carrying far too much. Because I'm not the kind of person who looks the other way.
God, you really are a moron. So now, thanks to your hero complex, you're lying in a hospital bed like some kind of tragic comic relief character? All for some wrinkly grandma? You've gotta be kidding me.
You're laughing? You're actually laughing at me when I can't even stand up without pain, when I'm strapped to this bed with rods in both legs? You're not worried? Not even a little?
Why the hell should I be? You just blew off the most important meeting of our lives! My parents rearranged their entire day for this. My dad canceled board meetings, and my mom was already skeptical of you. Now she's gonna hate you!
This wasn't a choice, Ben. You think I wanted this? That I'd go out of my way to get injured and hospitalized just to avoid meeting your parents? You really think that little of me?
Look, I don't care what your excuse is. A no-show is a no-show. You let me down, you let them down. You think they're going to understand? You think they'll say, oh, that's okay, sweetie, just come whenever? No! They'll think you're irresponsible, weak.
I'm not weak. I just couldn't predict an accident.
If you really want their approval, if you actually want to be part of this family, you'll get up and get to the station now! Prove to them and to me that you're serious!
You can't be serious. Ben, I can't walk. Both of my legs are broken. The doctor's already scheduled surgery for tomorrow morning. I'm literally in traction.
I don't want excuses, I want effort! If you really loved me, if you actually cared, you'd find a way. You'd crawl if you had to. Show me you mean it, Rihanna, or forget about marriage.
What?
That's right. This is the defining moment. You either show up or you don't. You either belong with me or you don't. It's up to you, but I won't wait forever. I'm heading to the station now. If you're not there, well, you'll know what that means.
Are you actually threatening to call off the engagement because I had an accident?
Call it whatever you want. All I know is I won't marry someone who can't even show basic commitment when it counts.
Multiple times I broke both of my legs. I literally cannot walk. I warned you it was impossible for me to go. Did you just choose not to hear that?
So that's it. That's the level of your love for me? You don't even care enough to try?
Are you seriously turning this into a test of love? After I risked my life to help someone and got hospitalized, you're accusing me of not loving you enough?
Do you not get what you've thrown away? I'm the heir to a company. My family owns the whole damn business, and I'm the only son. I'm the next CEO. Do you understand what that means?
What are you even talking about?
It means your future was secured. You were gonna be the CEO's wife living a winning life beside me. All you had to do was come to my house yesterday and greet my parents properly. That's it! One afternoon of effort, and you would have had a future most women dream of. And you threw it away.
Threw it away. All I did was ask to reschedule. Your parents do know what happened to me, right? It wasn't some flippant decision. I was in a terrible accident. Any reasonable person would understand.
Oh, I told them, but that doesn't matter. The truth is, you bailed. Doesn't matter if it's because of a car crash or a hangnail, you didn't show up.
That's unbelievably cold.
My parents were furious. You think a simple explanation makes up for wasting their time? They cleared their entire schedule. You know how rare that is? My dad runs a company. My mom is the reason it hasn't collapsed under his weight. They're busy, Rihanna, and they still waited at home the whole damn day for us. You flaked. You embarrassed me.
I didn't flake. I was in a hospital ambulance.
It doesn't matter. They said they're done. They told me flat out she's not the one. A woman who cancels the most important meeting of her life and doesn't even send a proper apology? Not marriage material.
Are you breaking off the engagement?
Damn right I am. You embarrassed me. You ignored the most important day of our lives, and you showed me you don't have what it takes to stand beside me. I don't want a woman who lies in bed and cries about broken bones when she could be proving her love.
I can't believe this. Not once have you shown any concern about my injuries. Not a single word asking if I was okay. You didn't even ask if I was in pain. You've done nothing but berate me for missing a meeting.
You should have dragged yourself to the station. I would have respected that even if you had to crawl. But I guess your love's only skin deep.
That's disgusting. You're genuinely saying that if I'd crawled to the station with 2 broken legs, then you'd believe I loved you?
Exactly. That's the kind of devotion a future CEO's wife needs to have.
You're out of your mind and completely out of touch with reality.
Whatever. You had your shot, you blew it. My parents already made up their minds. They told me to drop you and move on. And honestly, they're right. You're not cut out for this life.
So that's it? No compassion, no forgiveness, just cold calculation. You are willing to walk away from everything we had over a single unavoidable accident?
You say accident, I say lack of priorities. What matters more, some wrinkled stranger or the man you're about to marry? You chose wrong. Helping that random grandma cost you everything. If you'd just let her fall, none of this would have happened.
You're seriously telling me I should have let her get hurt?
Damn right. What's one old lady's bruised hip compared to your entire future?
I don't even recognize you anymore. No empathy, no values, just selfish ambition. If this is who you really are, thank God I didn't make it to your parents' house.
You're just pissed because you lost your golden ticket. You were this close to hitting the jackpot. Now, you can go back to your pathetic little life. You'll never have a chance like this again.
I would never want a life like that if it meant I had to walk all over people to get it. You're a heartless man-child hiding behind your family's wealth and pretending it makes you powerful. You think being next in line makes you a king, but you've got nothing without compassion. And I'm done.
Whatever, you made your choice. Go cry in your hospital bed, Miss Morality. But don't expect me to come running back when you realize what you lost. It's over! You pissed off my parents, and they don't want to see you now!
Your parents? They're here, in the hospital room next to mine.
What?
I'll go ahead and let them know the engagement's off then. They were kind enough to say we could reschedule the marriage meeting. But now that I see how completely different our values are, I realize it's hopeless. Marriage between us? It'd be a disaster. It's better we break up before we go any further.
Wait, hold on! When you say your parents, you mean my parents?
That's right. Never thought the first time I'd meet your family would be in a hospital room, did you? I honestly expected them to be strict and cold based on how you talked about them. But they were incredibly warm and kind. They even brought a beautiful fruit basket when they came to visit. They were genuinely concerned about my injuries.
Wait, what the hell is going on? Why would my parents visit your hospital room? I told you they were furious with you yesterday. How do they even know where you're hospitalized?
Well, remember the elderly woman I helped yesterday? Turns out, she's your grandmother.
What? What the actual hell?
I couldn't believe it either. She was about to fall down a steep stairway, and I caught her in time, but ended up breaking both my legs in the process. She cried and thanked me endlessly, rode with me in the ambulance, stayed until I was stable. This morning, she came to visit again, and brought your parents along with her.
You're telling me the old lady you saved was Grandma, and she brought my parents to visit you?
Yep. Apparently, she knew about yesterday's marriage meeting. Your parents had told her. She was so excited to meet the woman her grandson was going to marry. She even prepared fruit and cakes and tried to surprise everyone by coming to your house unannounced. That's when she fell. Right when I happened to be passing by.
No way! That can't be real!
I wouldn't believe it either if I weren't the one lying here with both legs in casts. But that's what happened. And when I told them who I was and why I missed the marriage meeting, your parents were speechless. They confirmed the timeline with your grandmother, connected the dots, and then apologized.
Apologized? Dad apologized?
More than that, he came right up next to me and said, "Thank you for saving my mother." And then, right after that, he hugged me.
He what?
He knelt down in the middle of the hospital room floor. "I'm sorry for my foolish son," he said. "Please forgive us."
No freaking way. My dad did that?
If you had just explained the truth yesterday, I think they would have understood. But instead, you brushed it off, called it an excuse. You didn't defend me. You didn't even ask what happened. You just told them I flaked and started slandering me. No wonder they were angry.
But I didn't know it was Grandma!
You didn't need to know who it was. You should have just cared that I was injured, no matter the reason. Instead, you lied. You told them I always run late, that I'm irresponsible. You called me unreliable in front of your whole family.
Okay, look, I just panicked. I was afraid they'd think I was the one being rude if I said you bailed at the last second.
You panicked? You threw me under the bus to save face, and now you think I'd still marry you after you humiliated me and ignored the fact that I was lying in a hospital bed?
But you said my parents forgave the no-show, so we're good now, right? We don't have to break up!
Wow, you really don't get it. This isn't about forgiveness from your parents. This is about you. You didn't care. You didn't call. You didn't show concern. You just raged about a missed appointment. Why would I want to marry someone like that?
Come on, Rihanna! I'm the heir to a successful company! You're really gonna give up a life of luxury over something like this?
I don't care about marrying into money. If that's the only thing a relationship offers, it's not worth anything.
Wait, are you serious?
You're obsessed with image. You kept comparing me to your ex, too. I was sick of it. If she's so great, go marry her. You clearly still want to.
Fine, I will! She always loved me anyway. She probably still does. Don't come crying to me when I'm happily married and successful.
Do what you want, but if you marry her, be prepared to be cut off. Your parents hate her, especially your mom. Ben, this is your mom. I'm disgusted with you.
Mom? You're talking now too?
I was the one who told Rihanna the engagement could be postponed. I thought maybe you were just under stress, but this, hiding the truth, refusing to defend her? How dare you let your fiancé be blamed like that?
But she did miss the meeting!
You ungrateful brat! She broke both legs, saving your grandmother's life! Do you have any idea what kind of person risks themselves like that for a stranger?
But I didn't know it was Grandma!
It doesn't matter who it was. She saw someone in trouble and chose to help, and you saw someone you supposedly loved and chose to abandon.
But...
Don't even start. You're just like that wretched ex of yours. Do you remember the day we all went out as a family? I nearly got hit by a drunk driver crossing the street. And do you know what she said when I barely escaped? Too bad. You were this close. She saw the car coming and said nothing.
What?
That woman, she had no respect, no decency, no humanity, but you still defended her like a fool. Your father cried tears of relief when you finally broke up with her.
This is insane!
If you ever try to bring her back into this family, you'll be doing it alone. Neither your father nor I will attend the wedding. We'll cut ties completely.
You can't mean that!
Oh, and one more thing. Stop calling yourself the future CEO.
Huh?
Your father and I talked last night. We've decided not to pass the company to you.
What? I'm your only son! Who else is gonna take over?
We'll promote someone competent from within the company. Because if we left it to you, the company would collapse in 2 seconds.
This is a joke, right?
From now on, Rihanna is not your fiancé. She's the woman who saved your grandmother's life. You will treat her with the utmost respect, or we'll be finished with you altogether. One more disrespectful word out of your mouth, and you'll lose more than just your title.
I didn't know all this would happen!
Well, now you do. And now that I know who you really are, I'm so glad I
out this time. I know I messed up. I really know now. But I've been thinking, would you please marry me? I want you to be my wife. I realize now there's no one else I want, only you.
That's interesting. Weren't you bragging just a few weeks ago that you'd be marrying the most beautiful ex-girlfriend you've ever had? Didn't you say she was still crazy about you and that she'd take you back in an instant?
Okay, yeah, I thought that, but things didn't exactly go the way I expected.
Oh, really? Let me guess. She's dating someone else?
Yeah, she's with some other guy now, and get this, he's apparently richer than me. I asked her to come back to me, and she just laughed in my face, said she's not interested in a broke ex-boyfriend. Her words, not mine.
Oof, must be rough. So, he's richer than you. What are we talking here? Son of a CEO? Royalty? Mob boss?
He's the CEO himself. Some older guy, like way older. Gray hair, suit, the whole package. Apparently she thinks he's a better catch than me. Said she's marrying him before the year ends and told me not to contact her again.
So she really has no lingering feelings for you. Wow, and here I thought you were her irreplaceable first love.
Don't rub it in, okay? I've already lost enough. Even my parents, when I told them about everything, were cold. They basically told me to grow up, and they said I'll never be made company president. Never! No matter how many times I ask!
Oh, so now you've lost your trophy girl and your golden path to the top? Suddenly you're realizing the consequences of how you treat people?
Look, I didn't call to fight. I called because I realized something important. I had it all in front of me, and I threw it away. You're the one who stood by me. You're the one my grandmother likes, for crying out loud.
Ah, yes, your grandmother. Lovely woman, by the way. She's been visiting me at the hospital every day, brings fresh fruit, keeps me company. Her stories are hilarious.
Exactly! See? She adores you! No one ever clicks with her that fast. She's picky! Used to run the family company before retiring, and she's no pushover. But she's practically calling you her favorite. If you marry me, she'll probably convince my parents to reconsider and make me president one day. So please, let's go back to what we planned. Marry me! We can fix this together!
Let me ask you something. What exactly is in it for me?
What?
I mean, what do I gain by marrying a self-absorbed, opportunistic ex-boyfriend who only crawled back after being dumped and rejected by everyone else? Does that sound like a good deal to you?
Come on, don't be like that. I'll make sure you're happy. I'll never let you struggle financially, I swear. You won't have to worry about anything ever again.
You think I'd care about that? You think happiness is money and empty promises? I already have happiness, without you in it. Your grandmother's visits reminded me what real warmth and sincerity look like. It made me realize just how cold and transactional you were. You didn't call to ask if I was okay. You called to salvage your reputation, your status.
Rihanna, please, just give me another chance. I know I was a jerk, but I'm serious this time. I won't let you down.
You already did. And not just once. You made fun of me when I was broken. You laughed at me after I was hospitalized for saving someone. You treated me like a pawn in your social chessboard. And now that the other players kicked you off the board, suddenly I'm good enough again?
I don't know where else to go!
That... You said? There's no coming back from that. You can beg, you can cry, but I'm not the girl who waits around for someone to maybe treat her right someday. I'm not your second choice. I never was.
So that's it?
After everything came to light, Ben's parents were absolutely furious. They had already been deeply ashamed of his behavior, but learning that he had tried to crawl back to me, his so-called savior, begging for reconciliation after everything he'd done, was the last straw. According to what I heard, his father outright disowned him, yelling at him not to show his face at the family home again. He told Ben that he was a disgrace, and if he still had a shred of pride left, he'd never return. The fallout from that confrontation didn't take long to spill over into Ben's professional life. A few weeks later, Ben received word from his company. He was being transferred, not just to another department, but to a remote rural post. Essentially corporate exile. It was a demotion in everything but title. Apparently, ever since Ben had started working at that company, he had carried himself with an air of entitlement. He had openly bragged that it was only a temporary gig until he took over the family business. Because of that, he barely put any effort into his job. His coworkers tolerated him with gritted teeth, and his managers only held back because of his powerful last name. But when it became clear that he had lost the right to inherit the family business, that his own parents had cut him off completely, he panicked. He suddenly tried to make up for lost time, working with desperation to prove himself, but it was too late. Having never taken the job seriously before, he lacked the skills and awareness needed to keep up. He made mistake after mistake, causing problems for his team, forcing others to clean up after him and damaging his already frail reputation further. In the end, the company had no choice but to ship him off somewhere remote, where he could do the least harm. He wasn't fired, but it was clear to everyone that he was no longer being considered for any meaningful position. As for me, things have been looking up. My injuries are healing steadily, and the doctors say that I'm making excellent progress. I still attend physical therapy regularly, but I've regained a lot of mobility and strength. The kind older woman who saved me during the incident continues to check in on me, often bringing beautiful assortments of fresh fruit. Carefully arranged like something out of a gourmet catalog. She insists it's nothing, but her kindness brings warmth to my heart every time she visits. And thanks to Ben's parents, who, perhaps out of guilt or gratitude, spoke directly with my company, I was granted a generous leave of absence. There was no pushback, no bureaucratic headache, just understanding, patience, and full support. I never thought I'd be thanking Ben's family for anything, but they truly came through when it mattered. Even so, I hold no illusion that things are magically resolved. What Ben did was unforgivable, not just to me, but to himself. His downfall was of his own making, built on years of arrogance, carelessness, and disrespect. He thought the world owed him something, that people like me would always be waiting in the wings for his attention. But life doesn't work that way. I don't know where Ben is now. Maybe he settled into his new assignment in that remote town. Maybe he's still blaming everyone else for the mess he's in. Or maybe, just maybe, he's starting to realize what he's lost and why. As for me, I'm focused on rebuilding. Slowly but surely, I'm putting the pieces of my life back together. And though I still carry scars, both physical and emotional, I also carry with me the strength I found through it all. I have people who care about me, a job that supports me, and a future I'm finally starting to look forward to again.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.